what's going on? It's your boy D.
And this is your girl T. What's up, y'all?
And this is
Uncensored Behavior. And on this week's episode, we're going to be talking about what celebrity you would bring back from the dead.
We're also going to be talking about our near-death experiences.
And, of course, what death in your life that has impacted you the most.
So let's get into this episode. All right. Hey, how you doing, Tawana?
I'm well. How you doing, Deion?
I'm fantastical.
Fantastical. Okay,
yes,
perfecto.
Yeah, so pretty much just came back from work. I'm a little tired.
You tired,
I'm a
boo?
little tired. It's hot as fuck in Houston right now.
I heard y'all
It's
been out there
hot.
sweating like
We've been out
some
there
Hebrew.
battling demons out
What?
there. Okay, in these
It's
streets.
hot like that?
It's hot and humid. It's not only hot in Houston, it's humid as hell. So even if the sun isn't out, you still feel the heat.
What?
Well, it's like you just baking like a fucking sweet potato. You
So
just
if
baking in the
I
oven.
stepped outside, I would basically melt like some sugar.
You would melt like some
Oh.
sugar, like some chocolate, honey.
Chocolate, huh? Okay.
Darling, yes.
Like a whole M&M.
pretty much, yeah. Or Snicker, you know.
You always have to say a Snicker. It's nasty. But yeah,
You don't like Snickers?
I thought you, well, you know, my mind kind of drifted away because the length of it. I'm
Shut the
sorry.
Girl, you're so crazy.
I know I am. But I haven't really been outside because, you know, I've been in the house, kind of like trapped in the house.
Right, but I'm sure you are glad that you don't have to work though.
Right now, but I want to go back to work.
Yeah, because
It's starting to get like boring.
Really?
Yeah, it is. Like when
I
you
would
stay at
enjoy
home
it.
for a little period of time. Like this is my third week at home. I've been healing and, you know, trying to get my body back right. So like I was saying earlier that I'm not 100%, but I'm like at 80. So I think by the first I'll be okay. And I'm ready to go back to work.
Did you know they was asking about you at work and I almost slipped and said something?
Really? What did they
Because
say?
it caught me off guard. She was the lady that be in the back with Miss Terry.
Brenda?
Yeah, she was at pain. She was like, "What's wrong with it?" I had to catch myself. I was like, "What?" And then I was like, "Oh, she's on vacation." And then Mr. June asked, he's like, "I haven't seen Tawana. Where's Tawana?" I said, "Oh, she's on vacation."
Right.
But the first time I almost slipped and I had to catch myself, and I think she knew. But I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I don't care.
Right.
I was like, "Oh, if she found out, Tawana would fucking kill me."
No, it's not really a secret.
But I'm sure you want to tell them on your time and when you go back.
I appreciate that though.
Yeah.
Good looking out.
But girl, have you seen that story on everybody's talking about the submarine that
Yes.
somebody
What's
sent me
your take on it?
Someone sent me an emoji earlier. I didn't know the reference, and it was like, and people in the comments were laughing. I was like, why is this so funny? I didn't understand where it was coming from. Then later on, I read the story. Me and Luis was talking about, and my take on it is, why the fuck would you go down there? You already know what kind of people are going down there, and always. I told her humans are very curious creatures,
Right.
and we act on our curiosity without thinking about the rationality of things.
Right.
So my thing is that was dumb. The lower you go, everybody knows that the ocean is
it's
still
deep, baby.
It's deep, and we haven't even explored even like 50% of the ocean.
Right.
So why would you go down just to see if the Titanic was down there?
Right. We know it's down there. It's been down there for
And it's
ages.
gonna stay down there.
Let it, why would you even want to see something like that? Like, because I'm pretty sure it's like covered up with mold and algae. And
What you gonna see?
You
You gonna see
can't see
sticks
nothing.
everywhere. It's not gonna be intact. Like they probably thought, like how you see in movies, like you can still kind of see the structure of the ship and
Right.
stuff. It's not gonna be like. I'm sure that motherfucker's like you probably only sees just a tent.
Right.
It's probably buried under sand.
Leave well enough alone. Like leave. Like why would you even?
And
And
then-
I do like have condolence, like they died.
Right.
Like that's, you know, because we talking
That's a scary
about, you know,
feeling.
the death and stuff like that. That's a scary feeling. Like but you know, it could be. I was talking to someone at AT&T today. It was like it's probably a distraction
What? From what?
from like, you know how they usually have these like crazy stories to distract us or whatever, because they was like, it don't make sense that they would pay that much money to go down there to see something like that, and people are making jokes about it. They've been tearing them up left and right on TikTok.
I didn't get
and
the joke parts.
yeah,
though.
but
I think it's silly, but I don't get the whole joking about it part. But I can kind of see sometimes they do cover up. Like I think the media is covering up something more, because I also seen that they were saying that China actually threatened the United States, saying that we will nuke you because our ships had crossed China's border and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And so people aren't talking about that. They're talking about this damn underwater ship. So I can see the media covering up stuff for just so we won't be
just
paying
stories
attention.
And so that's what they said, it's like a conspiracy or whatever. And then they said, of course, about the thing about the internet. Did you hear about that? What? They said that they are going to have like a apocalypse thing, some type of thing on the internet where the internet is going to be down for like 2 or 3 months.
Actually, I can see that because there's so much like data that we put on the internet. Mm-hmm. Like it's a matter of time before eventually it's going to crash. It's
right. And it's like the government is trying to take control, and it's just so many conspiracy theories and stuff like that. So we don't know. I mean, I just think with that, people just need to prepare for anything. Crazy, it's just crazy. Life is
very fleeting at this point. Like, honestly, just every time you step out your house, if you believe in higher power, universe, whatever you believe in, spirituality, just make sure you pray to them, because
you just never know.
You just never know. But and speaking on death, we're going to be talking about some questions about death. And I know this topic can be hard for some people, but we're not going to be very Debbie Downers on this episode. Maybe like 1 or 2 questions that we might have that may be get a little emotional, but overall, I just wanted to make this episode a little fun. I thought it was just interesting to talk about, and so I want to ask you, Tawana.
Yeah, let's be thought provoking and just kind of like have people like be open minded on death. Like, we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. So Tawana,
let's get into it.
I want to see like not only your take on death, but like, are you afraid of death?
For me, no, I am not afraid of death. Mm-hmm. However, I have when I do pray, I pray that God grants me a long life. Mm-hmm. That way I'm able to see my grandkids and grow up, and my children all of my kids have kids and stuff like that. So that's my prayer, is that the universe and God grant me a long life. So but I'm not afraid to die. If it's my time, it's my time. But I don't see myself going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah. My thing is like with me, I kind of go back and forth, because I'm like, damn, I keep thinking one day I'm not going to wake up. I'm not going to see my family or my loved ones. It is kind of scary though, to think that you're just leaving all this stuff behind,
Right.
And you don't know for sure what's going to happen once you do close your eyes. Right. Some people think that you'll see the heavenly gate. Some people would think that you just will see nothing but blackness. It's like like before you was born, it's pretty much what you'll see. So with me now, I'm not afraid of death. I'm just afraid of how I will die. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Like how do you think you're gonna die? Or how would you want to pass if you could? Not if you could. You know what I mean, right?
Right. So I kind of get what you're saying, but for me, I always think of a peaceful, if that day ever came, it would be peaceful, like in your sleep.
Mm-hmm. That's what I would say, in my sleep. That's the only best way to really like go, is like in your sleep, honestly. Right. Like painless. You just never know when you just don't see it coming. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, have you ever had a dream where you died and it felt like real to you? Because I've had plenty. I had plenty, but I only can recall this one that really got me. It shook me. Okay,
so for me, no. In all of my dreams, I'm alive. So back to what you were saying, like, what was your dream?
My dream was, I recall me being on my porch. I was at my first house when I was little, the one on Ruth Street in 3rd Ward in Houston, Texas. Mm-hmm. And it was dark outside, and for some reason I went out on the porch and I saw this black figure standing next to my driveway. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden we were staring at each other, and he just ran up to me and he shot me, and I woke up. Like I woke up and I got up out, like I rose up like a fucking Dracula or something. And then I was like, that shook the fuck out of me. It felt so real, because it felt like, bitch, this is it. I'm dead.
Right.
I don't know how I got here.
He shot you, but you woke up. So how did you?
It still felt real. It felt like I woke up, and I woke up maybe like in the afterlife or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It was. I have had several other ones, but that's the one I can just like really remember. Like right now, I'm picturing everything right now. I can really remember that one.
Wow.
Very,
Wow.
very scary.
Okay.
So what do you
You
think?
just
Like,
got me the chills.
right. So what do you think like happens after death, though?
For me, after death, I do believe that you do have choices where you can be reincarnated back here if you choose, or if you're given the opportunity. And I do believe in heaven and hell. So.
Gotcha. So when you say choose, how do we choose? Like we tell God that we want to be reincarnated.
For some reason, I just feel like it's based on how good. I mean, I don't want to know like how good of a person you've been. Like that you're given another opportunity to come back. If if you need to do something over again in the next life and different things like that. I just feel like that's just my thought of how good of a person you've been on this earth. Now we all have sins and stuff like that, but I just feel like as far as like trying to be, not harming people, like not being like one of those deranged crazy people, like a murderer or different things like that.
And that's a whole nother subject, is like determining what is good and what is evil, because a lot of times, like, do we blame murderers because of their environments and where they grew up at, or some people are born as like crazy psychopaths and things like that. So it's like that's a whole different subject. But I think I find it interesting. I did believe in reincarnation at first, but for me, I'm more of on the spiritual journey, thanks to you. So I just believe in, like, I would just descend into the universe and I'll just spread
just
through the stars and stuff
and
like
you
that.
maybe go to a different dimension where you you get to help somebody else and be a blessing to others, different things like that. I like to think of positive outcomes when it comes to the universe and death and different things like that. I don't ever want to have like bad thoughts and stuff like that, but I mean, we are human, so you just never know.
You just honestly never know. You just have to believe in something and see what happens afterwards. But it is an interesting take on like hell and heaven and reincarnation. So is that all three of them are like combined? Like you get
I feel like you get a chance depending on
So do you believe that people
your life, like the life you've lived?
So do you think that, like, what about people when they say they see spirits and stuff? Is that because like that they didn't get into heaven, hell, or they wanted to stay on earth?
They wanted to stay. They probably needed to help a loved one, and they probably asked to stay, so they could help a loved one throughout life. Some things that I feel like your ancestors or some people in your bloodline didn't get a chance to do. I feel like they are given a second chance to come back and watch over you.
Gotcha. And so when they're done, they'll just descend into heaven?
Or they could stay here.
Okay. They had the option? Dang. Rent free? Oh, wow.
Rent free. No, you don't pay rent, baby. You're just here to watch over in God. True. So have you had any near-death experiences?
Oh, my God. I've had two, but one in particular that really shook me was when I was little and I was celebrating my birthday at Chuck E. Cheese. Like that's something that was something I did traditionally when I was little. Like my family would take me to go to Chuck E. Cheese, and this particular day I had ordered the mozzarella sticks.
Right.
And probably I was doing the same thing I told you about. Like I'll be gobbling, I'll be eating fast, and I gobble my food down without even chewing sometimes. And the cheese got stuck in my throat. And when I tell you, I was panicking. Everybody was looking at me panicking because I even dug in my own mouth and tried to get the thing out. I kept pulling it. I couldn't get it out. And then people were trying to like do the little Heimlich and shit. It wouldn't work. So, and they started like, drink water. I'm just panicking. So I'm hearing it, but I'm not doing it. I'm just steady trying to reach and grab it. Cause I'm like, oh fuck, I'm about to die. And so I think I got a little fuzzy a little bit, but I think I kept grabbing it and I eventually got it out.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, I could have died that time. And it was another time where I was driving. I told you about this one. I was driving to work and the guy ran the light and he drove so fast. Like I was inches away from getting hit. And then the cops came because they saw he ran the red light. And so that was when I was going to Hillcroft one day. And that's when, that was another near death experience. So I was like, I was real shooken up. Like I was shaking when that shit happened. Cause I'm like, I was this close to getting ran over by a freaking car. He was going so fast.
Do you think that's like a near death experience or cheating death?
I don't think it's cheating. I think cheating death is like, say if I got stabbed or something. Wait, what? I don't even know. What would you consider cheating death though?
I don't know. Like you see like Final Destination and stuff like that when you get, when
I thought cheating death was like if you know you're about to die and then you ended up finding a way around it.
Yeah.
I think that's another cheating death.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
That's interesting. It is.
I didn't even think about that.
Right.
What
it
about
just
you?
popped up. Like, I don't know. Like for like near death, I really, to be honest with you, I really haven't had any near death, but I remember one time like
So you cheated to death. Oh, she cheated to
Shut
death.
up.
Get her.
No, he's not gonna get me. I'm so blessed and protected. But no, like one time I actually had a birthday dinner at Steak. What is it? What's the name?
Steak and Shake?
No.
Oh, you said birthday dinner.
Birthday dinner at what's the place? I forget the name. I don't even go there anymore. It's a steakhouse.
Texas Roadhouse?
No, the other one. It's like off of Beach Nut.
Oh, Outback Steak?
Not Outback. Oh my God, why can't I think of the name of this place?
But continue.
Anyway, it was the steakhouse. So I went there with a friend and we had dinner and I ordered a steak. So, everything was fine. When I got home, I instantly got like sick to like my to my son I was in I ran my bath water and I got in the tub and I got like so sick. I think I got food poison, but it was like severe. I'm talking about severe. I couldn't get out the tub. I felt like I was about. Actually, I did feel like I was about to die, and all I could remember is like praying, God, please help me get out of this. Please help me get out of it. Please help me get out of it. And then instantly, this is a testimony, y'all. Instantly, I got up out the tub like nothing happened to me. And this is a true story. I've told a couple of people about this story, and I really got out the tub like nothing helped, because I was praying. I was like, Lord, help me get up out this tub, because I just felt like I just was gonna pass out.
Yeah, so that seems scary, and it's so crazy to me because I be thinking sometimes, like I'll be saying that I'm gonna die, like I be thinking I'm gonna die, just being dramatic and shit. Because sometimes I be on the toilet stuck just pooping. I'm like, fuck, I'm about to die. I'm about to fucking die. It's just like I actually be thinking I'm about to die because I'm just stuck there. And I'm like, my mom told me this one crazy story when I was little, and it stayed with me to this day. She told me something about this girl had in her classroom had really bad constipation one day, and I think it was on the news or whatever, that she tried to force the thing out her butt.
A bowel movement.
Bowel movement, yeah. But it wasn't coming. She was just pressing, and then some of her, I don't know if she was lying or not, but some of her organs had came out her butt.
Intestines?
Yeah, her intestines, because she pressed so hard and the poop wasn't coming.
She probably ruptured some bowels. You can do that. Yeah.
Okay, that's why I didn't think that was real, and I never looked it up. You can do that shit for rupture.
Yeah, if your bowels become like entangled, anything like that, you can mess up some stuff, and have like you have to have like immediate like surgery, but don't keep thinking you're gonna die. Like, you know what irks me when people say I'm dead, like just in a conversation that I don't like if I hear you say that, I get like mad, and I'm like, don't say that. Don't say like I'm dead and stuff like that.
Like in a joking way?
Yeah. You know how people be saying I'm dead? Like,
I usually say I'm weak.
I don't like
and
that.
I just put skull. I'll be like, skull.
That bothers me so much. So
interesting. Didn't know that.
Pet peeve, one of my pet peeves. Gotcha. I don't like people to say that around me.
Gotcha. So this is one of the maybe the emotional ones, but what death in your life impacted you the most? So
my dear mother, Shirley P., who I love so much
Ms.
and
P,
dearly.
hey.
Yeah. So her death has really impacted me a lot. I do miss her, but one thing that I can say for sure is that I feel like she is still here with me. I've seen signs of her. I dream about her all the time. I do ask sometimes my sisters and both my sisters if they dream about her, and they said that no, but she's always coming to me in my dreams. So I know that. And then one time she came to me in my dream, and then she did tell me she did not like where she was, but she was okay. So and that's the God's honest truth. and that made me feel good that she was okay. So that is usually, I feel really, really secure and happy, and that's where I get like most of my strength from, like my mom, because I know that she's watching over me, and I also get my strength from God. But yeah, so I miss her dearly. So, but I think about her all the time. I do have a lot of pictures of her in my home and stuff like that. So, and one thing about me and my mom, we look just alike.
Right, twins.
So twins. So I just feel like she's still a part of me no matter what.
Right.
So
for me, I would say the one that impacted me the most was my pops.
Your pops?
Yeah, because
I remember that.
Yeah, that was very I was very shaken up by that one. Because he would always do good by his grandkids. Like he would take us to trips. We would go on vacation a lot of times. Rent our houses. At my elementary school, we would have this raffle where they give, AB honor roll and attendance kids prizes and stuff, and I would always win the bike. Like I've won it like 3 times, and he would always come pick me up and bring the bike home and stuff. He would just be so happy for me and stuff like that because I would make good grades and we have attendances and stuff like that. He took us to Disney World twice. We had some good road trips and things like that, and he was just always there. He was just always doing good by us.
So he was like a positive male.
He would be like
figure in your life.
My
so
dad,
that's good.
Honestly.
Your dad, yeah, okay.
He did a lot, like help me with my car, just
great memories.
Just great memories. And I was just so sad that the way that he died is like he pretty much suffered. He had like colon cancer.
Right.
So I would just see him just do a complete change. He got skinny, lost a lot of weight, skin tone was changing. He will always have to get drained because he had like big buckets of like whatever that stuff was. It just had to drain him and so it was just so sad. And the way that my grandma said that she was there when he passed away. So it was just very like, I don't know. And then I sent him in the casket and I was just like through out just, yeah. So, but yeah, that's the one that really, really got to me.
Wow. So let me also ask you, have you ever wished death on someone?
I can honestly say yes, I have one time on a family member, but I was a little kid and I let the anger get the best of me.
Right.
So, and it was just, I mean, besides like murderers and things like that, like I see stuff in the news, I'm like, he should be dead because. But other than that, no, I don't randomly just say, hey, I wish death upon someone just because I have a disagreement or we don't see eye to eye and stuff like that. You have to really like. I don't even think if you but I'm thinking now, I don't really think you have to do like, I don't even know where I was going with that thought. Never mind.
But okay, so look, let me tell you this. So I feel like that is like kind of evil to like wish death on somebody. But I am going to be very honest and say, I have said that a person was dead to me. But I didn't wish death on them. No, that's
completely
different. But I was like, man, that person's like dead to me. And I feel like going back to that, that's not a nice thing to do. Because we do say stuff when we angry and stuff like that, but that's the way I did really feel at that time. But I don't think I'll be saying it ever again, that a person's dead to me when they're alive, because it kind of is like maybe the same thing in a nutshell. But
yeah, I pretty much say I don't fuck with that person.
Yeah, just don't fuck with them no more. Yeah,
like if you we can speak and stuff, but I'm not fucking with you.
So,
but
I don't want to have to go there. I don't want people to take me out of my character and go there. Like it's not even worth it.
But I mean, I don't know, for some reason saying wishing, sometimes wording matters in a sense.
It does, yeah.
So saying wishing is like you constantly saying like I hope you die. But if I say like, if I say like that person should die, is that like is that wishing, or is it just saying like?
Yeah, that's not nice to say.
I know it's not nice, but
still wishing death on somebody because you said that person should die.
But if they did something that's justifiable, wouldn't you say the same thing? Like like the cops that killed Breonna Taylor?
They should get the death sentence.
Right, the death penalty. Or people that's like murder, rapists, child predators, sex traffickers. Like a lot of people.
But I think like when you say wishing death on somebody, I think that's like.
That's what I'm saying.
I want you to like.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I want you to die like today. Like
exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. It's different.
It's different. It's different. So
what about like? So we're about to get fun. But
Okay.
what death scene in a movie or TV show was impactful to you, or like that you remember? You know, that was just like
That
made
I
you
can
cry
remember that made me cry.
or something. That made you feel
I'm gonna
something.
tell you,
Mm-hmm.
but because you know I'm old school, so you
Oh,
know the
okay.
original Sparkle. I love that movie, y'all. That's one of my favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
And when sister boyfriend killed her, it was so sad, and you could just hear
You know, you got to tell me what that movie is about.
the
What's it about?
sirens and just coming. You know, he just he beat her and put on drugs and stuff like that. It was so sad, and I just cried. But you know, I'm a crybaby when it comes to movies. There's several movies, but that's one that really stood out to me. What about you?
You got to explain the movie to me.
Sparkle.
I don't know what that. You just said it was old school.
It's old school. It's like a group of. We'll watch it one day.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have time to really explain it on here.
Oh, okay, cool.
But
Cool.
yeah.
For me, it was the movie called The Mist. You know what that movie is?
No, I've never heard of it.
The Mist. What? That's an early 2000 movies. That's where they was in. There was like some kind of weird mist coming outside, and these people
you
were
know what? I
stuck in
think
the
I
grocery
probably-
store. And
It was like
taking them
goblins and stuff coming to the door and stuff like that. Oh
I
no,
don't
maybe
think it was-
wrong movie.
yeah.
I don't know.
No, but like for some reason they was trying to leave, and when people were leaving, they would disappear or something. It was getting killed off or whatever. So at the end of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
the guy and his family and some other people had escaped into the car,
Mm-hmm.
but they felt like it was it for them. Even if they leave or whatever, the mist is so strong, it's so far, they're gonna die. So what he did was he killed them in their sleep.
Oh, I saw that. He shot them in the truck.
Yeah, he shot them in the truck.
I saw that movie.
And
Okay.
then right after,
Everything cleared up or
everything
something.
cleared up, and everything didn't clear up, but it did clear up, and people came and helped. Like there was like people with guns and stuff, like from the army and stuff. And
I
people,
saw that movie.
I was like, it was so
Yes,
sad
that's
because he
sad.
was crying and stuff. I was like, fuck, that is so fucking sad. He just killed their asses, and
Right.
then somebody, and then help came and stuff like
baby,
that.
we gonna ride it out to the
Right,
end. Don't
right.
don't shoot me.
I would have just shot myself at that point.
Right.
At that point, like that's crazy. What about if you knew you were about to pass like soon? What would be the top 3 things that you would do?
Let me see. First I would repent.
Right.
For all my sins, and then
She's a Christian woman, y'all.
baby, I just believe in the Lord. You know, He has baby restored His queen
Right.
over here, honey.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I would repent, and then I would definitely invite all my loved ones over, and then we would just have like a nice family gathering, and just I would just like talk to them and just tell them everything that I love about them, and then not to worry for me that I'll be like I'm going, like I know I'm going to a good place, so not to worry. Basically,
Don't you worry, child.
right.
He
And
got a
then you
plan
said
for
3, so I
you.
named 2. Let's see what else. I love to travel, so I would just like to
Right.
travel a little bit more.
That's
as
got
much
to
as
be
I
the
can.
first thing anybody does when they know
Right.
they're about to die. Like me, the first place I want to go is Japan.
Japan.
So beautiful, such a nice bitch. I don't know if that's a country or state.
Ooh, you might want to Google that shit before you start talking. Lord, this man right here. Just leave it as you want to go to Japan.
I want to go to Japan. Also,
Almost said something.
moving on.
Let's move
Yeah.
on, please.
I want to also meet Zendaya. She's like the only celebrity that I really just like fuck with. Like there's a lot of celebrities that I like, but for some reason she just has a hold on me. She's such a beautiful, stunning woman. She's very
Yeah.
talented.
You even named your
some-
dogs in there.
Right. I just don't know. She just captured me in some
Really?
like very artistic and like
She's beautiful.
she's just
She's captivating.
yeah, she's very there you go, captivating.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then of course I want to spend time with my loved ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Just people who make me happy, and then just
I'm on that list.
you're on that list. Yeah.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Yeah, there's a lot of other. You're above a lot of family members, so yeah, for sure.
Mwah.
Right. What would you regret not doing if you did pass though? What are some things that, like, even I know if you had the opportunity to do whatever you can while you're alive, what are some things that you think that you would just regret if you didn't tackle those first?
Nothing, because from here on out, I have decided to live my life to the fullest. Like I'm gonna like any and everything that I think of or I want to do, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna let nothing hold me back. Like that fear shit is over with. Game over on that. So basically, just, keep moving. Like there's nothing I'm living. I don't want to be in survival mode. I don't want to live like that. I'm living for me. So, every day I'm going to do what I want to do. So there's nothing that I don't regret doing. It's just keep on moving and just keep on building and being the best version of myself.
So what are some things that you were fearful of doing that you're, making plans to do now before the time comes?
It's a couple of things. I don't really want to talk about it right now, but it's some things that I was fearful of doing in my life. But I used to be always like, I'll just say this: I used to be a starter, but never would finish things. Mm-hmm. So now that I've already asked God to help me be a strong finisher, those doors have been opening for me. So now I need to just stick to it, because sometimes I do. Procrastinate, and I don't I procrastinate sometimes, but I still keep it moving. I know how to go back and pick it up now. At first I would just let it go for like a long period of time, but now I keep going.
Gotcha. Me, believe it or not, it would be, I want to know what it's like to fall in love. Like, I think I have a sense of it, but I want to actually like experience the full ride, and I think I want to experience it with just one person. Like, first I was juggling between poly and just being mono, but I think I want to experience it with just one person, just going through the emotions.
Yeah, love is a beautiful thing, and I think it's healthy to experience it regardless of the outcome of the love that you have in your life, or that person that you choose to love. Regardless of the outcome, the experience is what matters the most.
Right. Exactly.
So once you experience a person, and nobody says we have to be here forever and love that one person and possess that one person forever. I feel like once you get a chance to experience a person to the fullest, if it's time to let them go, it's time to let them go, and you just move on. That's what life is about. There's so many people in this world that we have an opportunity to touch and to experience. So why possess one person, you know? So yeah, love is a beautiful thing. So you just keep loving and keep moving and experience and learn to love and let go.
Yep, that is true. Amen, girl. Okay, come on now. Sister, she up here preaching today.
Baby, don't get me started, honey.
Hallelujah. I just had the Holy Spirit inside me.
Okay. Yeah, baby, when they say that God give you the gift of the Holy Spirit, baby, you are anointed.
Right.
You are his child. You are chosen.
So, Tawana, your last meal, girl, what would it be?
Oh, Lord, child, I don't even want to think about it. To be honest, on this one, I don't even really have an answer for that, because
I don't either. But I
ain't going no time soon. Shit, I'm just eating,
But this
every day.
This is all hypothetical.
Hypothetically.
But me, I think it would be a nice T-bone steak.
Why everybody want to eat a steak?
It just seems fancy. I want it from the fanciest fucking restaurant in Houston, Texas. Okay, I want the motherfucking, like, when I cut in, like, even before I cut into the meat, bitch, it better slice open itself.
It better melt in your mind.
Or some creme brulee or something. What's a nice one? Some a la dirty or something. I don't know. Aviva dirty. Something. Shit. That's what I want, honestly. Or it's McDonald's.
What? I might no comment. Baby, you at the bottom of the totem pole.
Right. So what are you willing to die for, though? Like, what is something that you are just willing to die for, or a person?
My children. That's it.
Right.
Baby, what's come out of me is what I'm going to cover. You understand? I'm a real mama bear. What about you?
It would be my mom, brother, grandma, and Zendaya. I want to protect all of them. I don't care if I can. I will do that. But for me, sometimes I'll be thinking, I'm like, I hope I don't freeze up if the moment comes and I can save someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be thinking I can save someone, but then in the moment I freeze up. You know what I'm saying? And I think I would really regret that.
Right. So would you take a bullet for them?
I would absolutely take a bullet for them. Okay. Yeah. It'll be scary, and if I survive, it's gonna hurt like hell. But yeah.
Right. And that's the same way I feel about my kids. So I take a bullet for mine. I'm that type of mama. I'm an eye for eye mama. You don't mess with my children.
Right. That's what my mama said. That's what
I feel like I always have this thought in my head, and I don't know if it's a healthy thought, but you take mine, I'm taking yours.
That's what my mama said. Yep, she
That's
did
just
not
how I
care. She
feel.
said she
I
would go
don't know if I
crazy.
would ever act out on that, but that's just how I
That's
feel. Like,
and
mm,
that's understandable. I mean, these kids were in you for how many months? Like 8, 6. I don't know how long. 9
9 months.
months.
Yeah,
There you go.
it takes 9 months to have a baby. But they do say that every baby, whether you have an abortion or you lose the baby or it's a stillborn, those cells are still in your body. Your children's cells are there for life.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why it's like a. That's why it's so crazy to see a mother mistreat their children, because it's like, this is somebody that you carry. This is somebody that you had a close connection with. You're closer. I think a child should be closer to the mother than the father, because you've been with them since birth. You made them.
You carried them.
Yeah, they are part of you. Like, I
Right.
just think it's crazy.
And they said that the cells, I don't mean to be like all educational, but like when a mother's sick, like those babies, her baby cells help fight off like disease and stuff like that in the body. So I think it's that connection. Most people miss that connection, that motherly connection, and not everybody actually has it. It just don't click. But it's no manual on being a mother,
right,
so
because
we're not gonna be too hard on people.
Yeah, honestly, these kids nowadays with social media and the internet, it's like, how can you control them any fucking ways? You don't even know what's gonna happen with their asses. But there's a thing when you get married, they always say, "Until death do us part." Do you believe in such a saying?
I actually do. The next time I get married, I feel like it is death. To death do us part, and I mean that. I'm not talking about no Bunny and Clyde shit where you gonna be riding and get all that ghetto. No, I take my vows very seriously. So if my husband is my future husband is on his deathbed or something happens to him, I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna be there for everything. Whatever he need me to do, I'm there. I'm gonna stick with him through it all, and I would love for him and like to have that reciprocated for me. If anything happens to either one of us, we have to be there, and because oftentimes people will turn their back.
They will. There was a movie about that.
Yeah, on their deathbed, and I feel like that's the ugliest thing that you can do to somebody, and I think that's why I'm blessed, because I had a similar situation, and I stayed there through it all. But moving on, because you don't like to dwell on the past, but yeah, of course, I do believe to death do you part, and that's is sickness and health. If any, and as far as taking the bullet for your family, like your kids and stuff like that, your husband, you protect your family at all costs.
Right.
So.
Exactly. I believe it up to a certain point. I mean, obviously, if the person is a scumbag, I'm not going to stay with you, or if you're doing...
They on their own.
Yeah, they're on your own. If you over there, you're a secret murderer and something that I don't know about, and then people knocking at my door, hey, that's a murderer, lock him up. I'm not going to ride with you to death do us part.
Are you abusive?
No, yeah, abusive or something. So, no, I don't fully believe in to death do us part, but some people actually, like Christians, I think they actually believe that. Like, they will stick by their men until the end, no matter what they do.
No, it has to be definitely a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Now, if you toxic and you out here in these streets cutting up and you want to come home and beat on people and stuff like that, baby, bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And goodbye.
And good riddance.
Yes. And speaking of goodbyes, I mean, celebrities, girl. There's a lot of them that it seems like every day a new celebrity is just passing away. What celebrities could or do you want to bring back from the dead?
You know who I've been thinking about a lot? Whitney Houston.
What made you be thinking about her?
I
Because they keep
just
having documentaries every year about her.
That, and I just think that she was just a beautiful person. I just hate her life went down that path. She had a beautiful voice. She was gifted. God really anointed her, and I think everybody got a chance to see that. But then sometimes when you are that special, sometimes you don't see that within yourself.
Right.
That's why it's very important to do like a lot of self love and self-care. You have to really love yourself and know yourself, and recognize the gifts that God gives you. And if he gives you such a beautiful gift, regardless of what it is, you just gotta, you don't give things up like that. But yeah, I've been thinking about her, and I just think that we lost her too soon. So that is one of the things. And one of the celebrities that I would love, what that I miss. I don't want to say that I do miss her. She was a really great person.
Yeah, and for me, only person I want to bring back to life is Michael Jackson. Oh my God, I'll just be like, how would his music evolve from back then to now? Like, would he hop on the train of everybody? Like, you know how celebrity, like artists, they music change. Like Drake, people say they like the old Drake. Nicki Minaj, they like the old Nicki Minaj and stuff like that. Would you think he was? I wanted like, do you think he would stay true to his artistry, or would you think he would like change?
This music is so crazy. Mm-hmm. It would be very interesting.
It would be so interesting.
I would love to see that. Yeah.
But he's the only person that I listened to after they died. Like, I love his music after he died. I didn't too much focus on him when he was alive, but afterwards, he got some fucking hits.
But he got some hits.
Even his last album that they put out after he died, it has some hits on there. Like,
right.
You remember? Have you ever played the Wii and you played this game?
Baby,
that was a fun ass game.
That was the best game, baby. I used to be
right.
Don't stop till you get it.
So, what's your favorite song from Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson, I like. I like them all. I like a lot. I would say. I don't know. I have so many.
I think the one where he is like a and who gave me the right to my family? She needs me. And who gave me? I forgot that one. Oh, are you the ghost of jealousy or something? You know what I'm talking about? Are you the ghost of jealousy?
I used to like that whole Thriller, the Thriller album.
Thriller,
the whole,
of course. Billie Jean.
Billie Jean, yes.
The one about time. He said something about time.
Do you remember the time?
Oh, I love that song.
Michael Jackson go way back. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Know. But I think even if he did switch up his whole like catalog, I think it would still be timeless.
Right.
I still think it would be timeless.
It's so many songs. Like, actually, you caught me on like, I didn't know we were gonna talk about Michael Jackson, but it's a lot of songs that I really do love of him. But you know, we want to see him the experience, Michael Jackson experience in New York soon.
Yes.
So you get a special treat.
Oh my God, I can't wait. That's gonna be like,
that's
such
coming
a treat.
soon.
Coming soon. Yep, she said. She said, August. August,
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm down. Let's go.
Cool.
Okay, and then I do want to ask you: when you die, you know, when that day comes, and have you thought about whether or not you want to be cremated or buried?
I've thought about it, like
6
like
feet
when
under?
when I was a kid and stuff like that, because my mom was always mentioning, you know, she wanted to be cremated, and she said that she wants to be cremated and then spread in front of a thrift store.
Really?
She said that.
Those are her wishes, baby.
Right, I'm gonna do it for her.
Ask her which one she wants.
Right,
baby.
I already know which one she wants because we usually go to the same. I miss my mom. I love my mom.
Aww.
Fuck, she gonna make me cry. But I would want to be. I think I want to be cremated, honestly, because you can carry me around. If you bury me, bitch, what you gonna do? Take a limb and hang it on your mantle?
No, I want to be cremated too. So I tell my kids, please cremate me, and definitely, baby, you better go to the island that has the most beautiful blue water and just put me in there.
Right.
Baby, let me
I
go.
can see her doing. I knew that was.
Let me go, baby.
I can picture that.
Fly away. No, I can't sing.
You're so stupid.
But anyway, so okay, let's pick it up. So I do want to ask you, Deion. Have you ever saw like a lifeless body?
Oh my God, no! Like, oh my God, no! Unless you talking about like in the caskets. Other than that, no.
I'm saying like in the
moment,
flesh,
like
in the moment, like
fresh. No, I'm sorry.
Or a dead body.
I would be traumatized.
Really?
I would be so traumatized. I was traumatized that one time I almost died. Oh, that was another time I almost died. And we talked about it before. Like I almost got shot through my window. Like
you told me that.
I was in my bed, and all of a sudden was just these big flashes of light. It sounded like there was a breaker that popped. But I woke up and it was the guys next door was shooting.
He had the chopper outside.
He was shooting, and these people, they need to learn how. If you're gonna use a gun, learn how to use it. He shot like I don't know how many bullets. The shells was everywhere. The police had like bags of shells.
What?
And he still missed the guy. The guy was sitting in his truck, and he was just shooting. He was just shoot it. And I think because he snitched on him or something, because they in that house, I think they was doing like a lot of drugs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So one of his partners came back and just shot him up, and I almost died because my room is right in the front of the house, right next to that to neighbors, and so I'm just ducking and shit. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
Hit the floor.
I was like, baby, this is too fucking much. I was traumatized. It took me like over a year to get over that. I couldn't even go through.
You told me about that. I remember when that happened. You was like,
I
terrified.
couldn't go through because I had big windows. I didn't feel comfortable sleeping with no windows. I need it all covered up. What about you? Have you seen the body?
Yeah.
Whose? You seen?
I saw my mom's body when she passed away, when the EMS was working on her. I saw that, and that was pretty much it. I haven't really witnessed a murder or anything like that, or.
Oh, that's so weird. No.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's it's like it opens your eyes. Like,
I know.
You're like, wow. You like it puts you in shock, basically.
Honestly, I can see how.
So, one last question before we, wrap it up. So, if you died and had a chance to come back here, would you come back as a male or female?
Definitely a female. Females are better than males, so yeah.
Yeah, we get to.
I was thinking, but I want my body to be banging though. You know what I'm saying? I want my shit to be banging, and I want to be dark skinned, and I want to have ginger hair.
What?
I do. And
oh, you gonna be a diva?
Yeah.
Oh, you coming through?
Yeah, and I want to know what it's like to have those long nails, acrylic nails, and get my nails done. Have my little installs. Get my breasts done. Get like a nice tight waist and a nice big booty with some thighs. Yeah, I want all that.
So you want to be a man eater?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You want to be me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right. What about you?
I definitely would love to be a woman again, because I mean, a woman to me is so feminine. Like
there's
myself.
nothing good about being a man. Nice playing.
I don't know.
Right.
You a man, but I mean, women are so. I love being feminine and being sweet and sassy and
y'all live longer than men
talking,
too.
And stuff like that, and having my way and being spoiled and stuff like that.
So pretty much, she's like seducing men. Is what she's saying.
I do not seduce men, but I am a seductive woman.
There we go. That's the word.
And I just have that aura to myself, so a lot of people are attracted to me, which is a good thing.
But if you came back as a man, you would be very handsome. Like you would still get the same. I think you would still get the same thing. You would just get it with women. Women would probably do more for you, something, or you'll get more compliments.
But if I were to come back as a man, I would definitely treat the woman that I'm with like royalty. I give her the world. I give her, like, there's no questions. I'll be like one of those guys. Like they'll be like, damn, how she get so lucky to have him? Because I would be that. I would be that dude.
Yeah,
like,
you know
really.
what it's like to experience the opposite. So,
so I'm like, I would be like, shit, anything for my queen.
But I do want to ask you, Tawana, if you do come back as a man, how big that thing gonna be? How big it's gonna be?
I ain't flexing on them or nothing like that. It could be about a 10. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt them.
A 10?
I don't want to hurt them.
You gonna hurt them? Shit, you gonna rip that shit open? Damn!
You're so silly.
Oh my god, it's gonna be. The girth gonna be.
Just make sure you when you come back as a woman, just make sure you keep it tight.
Oh, it's gonna be tight, baby.
Keep it tight, baby. It's gonna be wax. We don't want to throw the kitchen sink in it. Okay.
It's gonna be cleaned out
because we do have
every
some
night.
Loosey gooseys running around here. Okay.
Oh right. Yeah, no.
No, not you.
Not this.
I said the cat.
Not this coochie. No, it's not this pompon.
Okay.
Not my pompon. My pompon de dum dum.
This man right here is a hot mess.
But yes, that was a good episode to one. I really enjoyed it. See, she was, she wasn't too excited about this episode. I understand, but I'm just like, I think it'll be a fun little episode, and we have fun.
Because death is like a touchy subject for
it don't
me,
have to
but
be,
I'm glad
though.
I did, because I did talk about it. Like I said, I step outside my comfort zone.
Right.
I ain't too, baby. I ain't too good.
Right.
Baby, I thumb by myself sometimes, so, I compromise.
Right. And, we appreciate that. We appreciate that. The audience appreciate that. Give it up for
So
the
y'all
girl.
tell us what y'all think about the episode, and I mean, just I'm pretty sure it kind of like it's some things that y'all thought about, you know, your life, you know,
that pertains to that. Like,
y'all know when I get to stuttering, I'm tired.
Right. Let us know if you had any near-death experiences, or what celebrities would y'all want to see, you know, grace the stage, you know, again. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
Big Papa, Tupac, you know.
Yes. Give it to us. And make sure you guys leave a comment, share with your friends, and
like and subscribe.
Yes, and we'll see you guys later. So my name is Deion.
And this is your girl Tizzy, and this is
Uncensored Behavior. Bye, y'all. Love you. Mwah.